What's going on, guys? It's Thursday and I'm back to help you win another Forza Horizon 5 trial event. This week we have on the Norte list. It is a road racing event for either Nissan GTRs or Porsche 911s, tuned to S1 spec. The car I decided to use is the 2023 Porsche 911 GT3R, the tuned Ford. I'll show it on screen right now. It is called S1 Road Racing. I'll also show the share code. This car is both grippy and a handful at the same time, if that makes any sense. The stock tires for this are some sort of racing tire, very similar to like the Ford GT Le Mans car in the game, another like extreme track toy type real life race car. So they do provide a lot of grip, but you can, if you try to be really aggressive on like the brakes and try to turn at the same time, you can't completely like just loop the car and lose it. So be mindful there. I feel like it takes a while for the tires to get warmed up. I don't play with tire wear, but even if I have that turned off, I still feel like it takes a little bit for the tires to get warmed up. And they just have similar characteristics to the full slick racing tires, but overall just a little bit better. So this car is a handful, but if you can master it, it is very, very good. You can take a lot of high-speed turns without letting off the gas or not having to brake very much at all. And not very many cars in this segment and in this S1 tier can do that. So if you can master it, it's definitely a very rewarding car to use. I do think it's better for race 2 than it is for race 1. The only reason I say that is race 1, at the end of it, it gets a little high speed. And this thing is not really a speed car at all. It's more of a handling car. So you can lose some ground. I actually had a teammate almost ram me down at the end there. But I was still able to come out ahead. So if you can get an early lead and kind of keep it clean, you should be able to coast to victory and be safe. Even if you get top 3, you're still going to be good. You're not going to be a hindrance to your team at all. But race 2, this thing is definitely more suited. It's a little bit more technical, I think. And it kind of plays into the way the car performs. It kind of suits its style a little bit more and suits its strengths a little bit more, I should say. I did have a bit of a moment where I completely kind of just misjudged, you'll see it's like in race 2, there's the point where it kind of goes into the center town and it kind of goes downhill a little bit. And I just completely misjudged it, didn't really brake enough and ended up kind of swinging it out too wide and ran into a wall. But my teammate was able to kind of get me going again. He rammed me and kind of gave me some momentum, so that definitely helped. But I definitely recommend practicing the first 2 tracks so you know you're going to for sure have to compete in this event prior. Do like an exhibition race, get used to the way the car handles and all that good stuff. If you don't have this car, I'm not entirely sure when we got this. It was probably a series reward or maybe a season reward, or maybe I just got it in a wheel spin. I'm not entirely sure, but it is not available in the auction house right now, and it's not available in the auto show. So either I got extremely lucky pulling this in a wheel spin or something, or we got it as a prize car or some kind of reward car at some point. So there's a good chance you might already have it, because I really don't do very many seasonal events in this game like I used to in other, like when this game first came out, and like in Horizon 4 I used to do seasonal events all the time. So I don't do a lot really to get like the series rewards, or even really to get just the season, the series rewards or the season rewards. I really don't do a whole lot to get those. So I'm assuming we got this as like a prize car for a trial event or something like that along the way. But if you do have it, I definitely recommend it. If not, there's going to be a few different choices you can roll with. I think the RWB Hoonigan Porsche is very good as well. I made a tune for it. One of the first trial events we had in this game, like about 3 years ago. I made a tune for it, and it was good at the time, and I could definitely make one better now. But I'm sure that one will still be sufficient, or you could probably find one better than that one. Probably wouldn't be very hard to find one better. But if I do end up for some reason making a new tune for that car as well, I will have a pinned comment under the description here, and I will have that included. No guarantees I'm going to. I'm a very busy man. I'm going to go off on a tangent here. I've been working a lot lately. I've had a lot of stuff happening where I work, where people are having to take extended leaves of absence for varying reasons. So it's one reason why I haven't been doing as many voiceovers and such. I'm not really getting very many days off. I don't really have a whole lot of free time to work with between by the time I get home and having to get stuff around the house done, then get ready for work the next day. So I am fortunate I'm able to get this one recorded here today. Hopefully I can do more in the future. But overall, bear with me. Thank you for the support. I know a lot of people miss the voiceovers. I'll do my best to have them as soon as I can, most weeks if I'm able to. If not, we'll just have to roll with just the gameplay. Hopefully you guys understand that, at least until I can get a more balanced, get my routine going again, where I can have my scheduled days off and all that stuff. But overall for this event, getting back to that, it's not too hard, not going to be too much of a hindrance to your team. I feel like if you have this car, I definitely recommend this car and this tune, but definitely practice beforehand, get used to the way the car behaves. If not, I think the Hoonigan RWB Porsche is a very good option. You can use any kind of GTR with a good tune on it, and it should be sufficient. Any Porsche with a good tune on it, 911, should be sufficient. So just find the tune that works for you, practice the races, and just see how it works out for you. Hopefully you guys get all these events done. If you use this car and this tune or a different tune, just whatever you use to complete this event, let me know about it down in the comments below. Leave a like on this video to help you out. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you next week for another trial event.